So there's a common misconception out there about you that you're just a speed guy and that you're not good. Just address some of those.
I'm saying, like, we watch tape. I'm putting a bunch of guys on their tail now. I mean, I got some power behind me, too. So a lot of guys, when they say I'm just speed, they obviously don't watch film. I mean, that's something I can't judge you about, but I know I definitely have. I'm more than a one-dimensional player. Got speed, power, finesse, whatever you want, I got.
What do you do outside of football?
I'm a big animal lover. I love my dog. That's the biggest thing. I got a pit bull. Right now I'm finna get a cane corso, so I'm a big animal lover. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that's close to my heart.
What's the biggest misconception about Mr. Chaisson?
Okay, it's a rumor out here saying that I started football in high school, which is the worst rumor I've been hearing so far. I've been playing football all my life. I took off 1 year of football, but I've been playing football all my life. It's something that I truly love. I feel like it's the most important thing in my life right now behind my family and the man above. So I feel like that rumor has to be stopped. So this is the day I'll tell it now.
What separates you from Chaisson?
That is a good question. I mean, like I said, I took off 1 year of football in high school, my sophomore year. And then I came back my junior year before I got my first LSU offer before I played it down to varsity football. So that may be the reason to start, but I'm not sure. It never came out of my mind.
What separates you from other defensive linemen here at the scouting combine?
Okay, well, it's obvious. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually the most valuable player in the draft when it comes to that, and we all know that. I mean, you can get when you hire somebody, you want to hire someone who speaks one language, or you want to hire someone who speaks 3 languages. I speak 3 languages. I do pass rush, I can drop in coverage and coverage anybody you want me to cover, and I can play the run, and no offensive lineman ever just moved me off the ball and book me. So I feel like that's what makes me more dimensional and a better valuable player than anybody else in the draft.
K'Lavon, how close are you to Devin White still, and how cool would it be to play with him again?
It'll be great. It'll be great. We still speak. We talked a couple days ago. He just wished me the best of luck, telling me to stay true to myself. Don't make this moment too bigger than what it is. And he still has high expectations on me. And every day we speak, it's a new goal that he gives me, and I'm aiming to achieve it. We're cordial. I'm not going to say that we're the best of friends or anything, but we speak every chance that we get. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. That was great. It was great. I love the coaching staff. I feel like everybody has a positive energy. I feel like around the facility it'll be great as well. I feel like I got great feedback. You know, it's a lot of coaching that was going on in there, not so more of just. They also want to find out about myself, but there's a lot of things that I learned in that meeting, and I'm grateful for it, and hopefully that I get a chance to talk to him more.
Did you meet with Arians? Did you meet with Bruce Arians?
I'm 100% sure I did. I probably met with every team here so far.
Oh, Bruce Arians specifically, coach?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's your favorite seafood boy?
Say it again?
What's your favorite seafood boy?
Seafood boy.
Absolutely.
So this is the thing. So obviously I've been in Louisiana for a couple of years, and I try to steer away from that as far as I like the seafood, but everybody watch me eat crawfish and crab, and it'll take me 30 minutes just to open one up. So that's something that I've been practicing for a while, and I still haven't got down pat yet.
You can bring one teammate with you to the NFL. Who are you bringing with you? One defense.
Rashard Lawrence.
Why is that?
It's 100%. God, I know he'll give everything I got. I watched this man cry in front of my face when he got injured, not because of the ability that he couldn't play and put stats on the board, but because he wanted to play all out for his brothers. He knew that the ability that he can give and the things that he can do to help this team, and I want somebody like that, regardless of the situation it is.
What do you know about the Buffalo Bills? You got an LSU
That would be very special to play with him. We both were 18. He's a tremendous player. I feel like he's a great character person. Even when we talk outside of football, it's just something that I learn from him every time. And there's a great family that I speak to, and it's just something that I probably want to be around for the rest of my life. Just my LSU alum, and just being around a great person like him who can lead the way and show me how the game works.
Do you think you could fit in a system like that, a talented defense?
I can fit in any system. I mean, put a blindfold on me, just throw me in there, and I'm ready to roll.
What does that 18 say about you, and how did that come about?
Just my character, man. I feel like this shows just the type of guy I am on and off the field. Something that I don't do just for attention, but my parents raised me right. I feel like I was raised the right way regardless of the situation, and I'm always going to do good on the field and off the field when it comes to classroom, or even if you want to talk about just in the random streets of Baton Rouge or Houston, I'm always somewhere where people speak highly positive of me. You can go to any homeless person in Baton Rouge, and I'm telling you, like, at least once a week I'm giving somebody some food, and just not because of attention. I never asked for anybody to record or tell anybody about it, but it just truly deep in my heart.
Both New York teams could use an edge rusher. How would you feel about landing in the Big Apple?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Jets and Giants could both use an edge rusher. How would you feel about landing in the Big Apple?
That'll be great. That'll be great. I'm willing to accept anybody that comes my way. I'm not specific or picky where I go. There'll obviously be a different environment from my being down south from Houston, so going all the way up north and being up there. But I'm sure it'll be easy to adapt to, and by the time I get it going, I'm ready to roll.
Have you talked to either of the Jets or the Giants?
Yes, sir.
What are the pros and cons of playing on the LSU defense full of stars? You don't really get to stand out as much, but you got some guys that can make plays.
So, I mean, especially like this year, when you got a 2-star corners, you got All-American safety, award-winning safety, you have star linebackers, star defensive linemen, everywhere is talent. So, I mean, obviously you gotta be able to fit in. So it exposes the weak piece immediately as soon as if you're not able to fit in with the talent. And that's the great thing about playing with these guys. It motivates you to step up. And when I see guys like Grant, see guys like Derek, Christian Fulton, Patrick Queen, when I see them balling out and doing their thing, it motivates me I need to step up and I need to be on the same plate as them in order to help this team get to where we want to get.
Tell me about the talent on the team. Did you play on the best college football team ever this year?
I'm 100% not sure. I'm not going to vouch for that. I can't really speak on the past teams or everything that's been through, but I can say this year that we were the best team, obviously, this year from talent-wise and schematic-wise, that we outplayed everybody, and I feel like it was no team that could come close to playing with us.
What about your skill set makes you think that you'll be able to have the same type of success in the NFL that you did in college?
Everything that I've done so far has just been raw talent in my eyes. I've got some coaching, but from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably like at a 3 right now. There's so much more I can get better in, man. And I feel like right now I've got this far, just our raw talent and the skill set, man. When it comes to the coaching and the veterans teaching me the game, I feel like it's no ceiling to my game, and I feel like I'm willing to accept that from anybody that's willing to help me out.
Is there anyone been an inspiration for you?
My mother.
Why?
As far as, so like I said, just growing throughout my life, I had both my parents. After my father passed early, she had to do everything on her own. Just far as sometimes I only see my mother twice a week, and it's actually kind of hurtful. But I mean, I knew she was doing it for the right reasons. She was always at work. She was always trying to find a way. She never made an excuse for us. Every time she came home, she always had food on the table. She always had something to drink. We always had clothes on our back, shoes on our feet, and like I said, she never made an excuse for anything. For a single parent to do that for 3 kids, I've always applaud her, and I'll forever look up to her for that.
K'Lavon, if there are any question marks surrounding you, how do you hope to silence that this week?
I just feel like watch the tape. Everything, I didn't play 15 games this year. Well, I played, 13 games this year. There's nothing to hide from. I'm not, anything that you want to ask is on the tape. There's nothing like, I just feel like everything that you want to know is on there. I'm not going to try to persuade you to think anything different. Obviously, there's many areas that I could get better in. I'm not going to ever say that I'm the best at something right now. I'm always willing to step improvement from something, but the tape will tell you everything you need to know, and then I'll just go from there.
When y'all went good on good in practice, how tough was chasing Joe Burrow?
It was difficult. Obviously, you can't touch the quarterback, but he wasn't really more so of a dual threat in practice. I mean, he focused on more so of his reads, and I feel like that what makes him exceptional. He got the ball out super quick, so even if I somehow happen to beat a tackle as quick as possible, that ball is out quick too. So just knowing that we're going against a person like that who always knows that he scans the defense so well, and he knows the weaknesses, he knows where the holes at, and he's hitting them immediately. He's not wasting any time, and that's something that you always got to get used to when you're going into the next level. A lot of quarterbacks have quick releases, and they know that obviously you're going against guys like Drew Brees and Tom Brady who know defenses very well, so they know where the holes at, and throughout the game they're picking it apart, and it's something that you got to adjust to.
You met with the Falcons. You must feel pretty comfortable in that stadium with the memories you made.
I do.
Tell me about playing in Atlanta. You feel comfortable in that city too?
I feel like obviously Atlanta did great for me, so it's something that the city I appreciate the most. It's a great city just from even the environments that we was around outside of football when we was there for the Peach Bowl and SC Championship. It's something that I feel like it would do me well. Well, like I said, I'm willing to accept any area that'll take me. I'm not picky. I'm not choosing where I want to go. But we definitely can say that Atlanta did me very well.
K'Lavon, right or wrong, teams are going to ask you about your lack of sack production compared to the other top pass rushers in the class. What do you tell them when they ask you about it?
Watch the film. Watch the film. Don't let sacks fool you. Every game when you watch, and I can pull it up for you as well, but every game I'm making production, my impact is being felt. And I tell guys this all the time, I'm not just a pass rusher. I fake games any other way. I play the run from stunt games. I play the run from him and 350-pound linemen up. I'm playing in coverage. I'm chasing down plays. It's just I'm an all-around player. So you get to label me as only to go by my sack production, but you also can look at even if I'm not getting sacks, my pressures and hurries, and I'm always in the quarterback face, and they've been felt. And any offensive line I ever went against tell you they felt my presence. So I'm not really worried about the production stats.
You went up against some of the best tackles in college football almost every single week. I mean, even when you're playing out of conference against Sam Cosmi at Texas, who's the best guy that you faced? Who do you feel like gave you the hardest time as an all-around player as a tackle position?
That's a good question. Probably have to go with Jedrick Willis. He was a great tackle as far as his athleticism, the flexibility he had, and the power of the punch he gave. And it was just something that not too many tackles I could say have. And just going against him definitely was a challenge. And it's something throughout the game I kind of wanted to figure out. I didn't go against him as much, but just the times I did, I wanted to figure out what was the ways to get him and how to time his punch and everything. And he's just an exceptional player that he deserves the praise that he's getting. And hopefully, the next level we can compete some more.
Danielle Hunter's a guy who didn't have a ton of sacks when he was at LSU, but now in the NFL, he's piling up tons of sacks. Is he one of the people you model your game after?
I do. Obviously, we played two different games. He plays at defensive end. I played outside linebacker, but just as far as his work ethic, his mindset, I pick his brain as much as possible when we talk. He still sends me tips to this day. We talk. But as far as that, even when he come out, like we said, he finished a career with 4.5 sacks. That's something I finished with 9 or something like that in the career-wise. And it's just something that it just shows you that obviously the production don't mean anything, but the skill set, the mindset, the work ethic that you give that can transition to the next level game, and they can do you very well.
Was he already in the NFL by the time you got to LSU?
Yes, sir.
K'Lavon, what do you know about the Miami Dolphins situation?
I'm not too aware of it. I mean, I know that they have 3 picks in the first round. Not really sure how they're going to go about it, but I mean, how they go about it is on them, and if they want the opportunity to grab me, I'm willing to go.
Any formal meetings with the Bills?
Yes, sir.
How'd that go?
Great. I feel like the coaching staff was very, very respectful. We talked ball a lot. They got to know me, but it was a lot of ball talk to see where my mind was going, to see how I was at. We talked a few defensive plays, and I feel like we're going in a great way, and hopefully we get a chance to meet more down the road.
They love play up north in Buffalo.
Play anywhere you want me to go. You send me Alaska, I'm playing.
They love guys that love ball, and were you able to get that point across that you live and breathe this stuff?
I believe I did. I feel like that's obvious when it comes to talking to me. I don't do this for recognition or purpose, but it's just a game I love. It's something I can give my heart and passion to, and I feel like with the amount of things that I went through in my lifestyle, this is the way I express myself.
K'Lavon, some of your best games this year were on the biggest stage. What is it about the big stage that kind of brings out the best of you?
I show up. I mean, every big players make big time plays in big time games, and I'm never shying away from anybody or no specific player, no situation, no showcase. But it shows to tell you that whenever the team need me the most, I'm always be there. I mean, I feel like my problem this year was consistency. I feel like I definitely need to work on that some more, just being consistent. But I'm glad I got a chance to show up when the team need me.
We're talking about your mom working. Where did she work, or is she still working at the same place?
Yeah, she's still working at the same place.
What's she do?
She drives buses for the city of Houston.
K'Lavon, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, got to have a sack. What's your go-to pass rush move?
Depends on what I've been giving them all game. Some guys, if you want to talk my first game, throughout the first series of the game, I'll probably go with my double hand move to see if he still has to respect the speed. So, but if throughout the game I've been giving speed, and the offensive tackle want to buy the speed, I know his feet or his shoulders probably turn, so I'm gonna give him a little power.